Are some wins bigger than others? Is this one of those?
Yeah, it feels like a special one, especially kind of how the game started. I think it would have been really easy for us to kind of lay over and just think about tomorrow, but chipped away. I mean, I think the last few innings we scored a run every one of them. Yeah, that just seems like a really big team win right there.
No.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, obviously LA 4 in the first, and then battling back and going 6, and holding them to 4 was huge, and we kind of rallied around that and pulled out a win. And I think at this part of the year, I've never been on a playoff team, but every win feels like a big one.
Oh, can you walk us through that outfield assist, like what you're thinking, especially as the ball gets up off the wall, weird, and then you just fire a strike?
Yeah, I mean, I made a bad read on the ball. I got too close to the wall there. I tried to make a great play of getting the ball off the wall quickly and maybe trying to throw him out at second, and it jumped over my head, and I kind of saw him keep going, so just picked it up and threw it as hard as I could to third. So yeah, I guess I made up for a bad play, but it was a bad read.
What do you think his arm strength from deep in the corner like that?
I mean, I play catch with them every day. Like, I have to make sure I'm locked in. You can't talk to somebody to your left or to your right. Like, you gotta be locked. He plays center field. If you're mad at yourself in a bad at bat, he'll humble you real quick. You gotta catch in the pocket. I've seen the arm strength plenty of times, and it's no surprise, especially when it comes out with a little momentum. Like, I think it's the best arm in the big leagues, and everybody got to see it right there.
You guys talk about that, how you both rack up assists this season? Has that come up at all?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's. I mean, we don't talk about assists, but I think we talk a lot. Kwan's helped me a lot. Kind of, we do our work every day, and just watching the way he does his work. I think in 2023, people ran on me more often, and they haven't as much. I have to, take advantage of my opportunities. I think that's something that we talk about, and I've gotten to learn from him is, how he dekes guys around the wall and things of that nature. So.
Steven, with Munoz, what are you trying to do there in the last inning there?
Yeah, kind of exactly what I was trying to do. Just get a ball in the outfield. Probably would have liked to hit it a little further, not make it so close. And shout out Rokio for having some quick little legs there, and shout out Rugi for even sending him. I think there's no outs there, so it'd been really easy to check up on that one and trust the next guy to get it. But I mean, he's nasty. He's a mostly sliders guy, so I was looking for a slider. Got a lot of fastballs, and the fastball's plus too. So just had to rely on the eyes, rely on the instincts, and like I said, thankfully Rokio can run a little bit.
How big a part of the sacrifice flies how big a part of that is your part of your game is that?
I don't know if it's like part of the game. Oh, that's exciting. I guess I'd like to have RBI singles instead, but it's part of the game. I think that's probably more attributing to guys at the bottom of the lineup getting on third base and giving myself an opportunity. It feels like one of those things that's more opportunistic than like something you really work towards. But yeah, we got a young team. Everybody can run, so I think the sac flies show up a little more often than maybe on other teams.
For both of you guys, how much pride do you guys take in the way overall you guys play defensively, the whole team, including Vogt, throwing guys out there? So.
Yeah, I mean, it's a huge thing. We work on it every day. It's not something we take for granted. I think early on in the year we committed ourselves to playing complete baseball, and that includes defense. So not getting complacent with ourselves, just trying to get a little better every day. Being honest with ourselves, I think, is really important. But if we're going to make the playoffs, defense is going to be a huge part of our identity.
You talked about 2 days ago, like maybe that homer will start a streak. Like you're talking about for a team, but like you're on a home run streak now. Like, is there anything you found this week, perhaps, at the plate?
Day by day. I don't know. Sometimes you look for the right pitch and take a good swing, I think been putting in the work. Past couple weeks haven't gotten as many opportunities to play, and just trying to take advantage of it.
How important is, you just said something I think for all hitters, I could ask both of you, just how important is it looking and swinging at the right pitch more than anything else?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I got some long arms, and these guys are disgusting. And so I think, if you're going up there without a plan, you probably got beat already. So I think just having a plan, and I think the most important part is sticking to it. Things can hit the fan pretty quickly in the box, and next thing you know, you're 0-2, and then your head's spinning. And I think just going up, we talk about it all day long, our plan off, who's faced this guy, who has him, what do you got, with the hitting coaches, with the guys on the team, and coming up with a plan and sticking with it.
Man, God, it's spitting.
With all the excitement, I just want to start with Logan. What does it mean for Logan to have that start and be able to give you 6 innings?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the first inning was not great. Bad counts, and they were hitting him all over the field. But for him to turn around, I don't know if he gave up a hit after the first, maybe one, but he was outstanding to give us 6 innings, keep us right there, hold it at 4, and our guys climbed all the way back. But Logan definitely deserves a lot of credit. It's easy to cash it in after a first inning like that.
Patience is a hard word for a lot of us in all phases of life. Just the patience and the working with Nolan, just to be able to have him have some days like this the last couple of days. What does that just say about his work that he's put in?
Yeah, I think, Nolan, and obviously we've got a long way to go. He's had a great couple days, and I'm excited for him. We talked about it the other day. He has not had the best season, but for him to continue to work, continue to be willing to make adjustments with our hitting team, and to see it start to get some results, it's just been great. And that's 2 absolutely huge hits tonight, and it's just really fun to see his hard work paying off these last couple days.
Steve, what do you have to say about the defense your team had tonight? And Vogt throwing out 2 guys there at second.
Yeah, I mean, we're built on our defense. We have to play solid defense to keep us in games, and these guys work every single day. And to see Bo the way he's been throwing lately, our pitchers do a great job. They give him a chance, and he's made some really nice throws. But our defense overall tonight was outstanding.
What do you think of that throw? I mean,
Once it gets kind of off the wall, his best play is probably to try to get him that throw on the fly, right?
So, yeah. I mean, what a great throw to third. Great tag by Hosey. You could see it. When he missed the ball, he peeked up, and Rosarena put his head down to go to third, and Nolan just came up and threw an absolute strike to third base.
The chaos of, first, just Rocchio's night. I know he was bothered that he didn't get to hit the last time up, but just the way he handled the bat. Just what are the differences you see in maybe the Rocchio we saw earlier to now?
Yeah, it's like we talked about. He's playing with confidence. He's staying within himself. He's not trying to do too much, all the cliches you want to throw out there, but he's just being Brian Rocchio. He's taking what pitchers are giving him. Even there, he doesn't get the bunt down, but he comes up and hits a Little League triple and gets himself to third base for the winning run. And a lot of people can take themselves out of that at bat and just go flail at the next pitch and feel sorry for themselves, feel bad that didn't get it done. But he stuck his nose in there. Andres Munoz, the best closer in baseball this year. So for us to get 2 runs off him was huge.
We talk about third base coaches when mistakes are made. We talked a couple of days ago. Just how big is it for Rugi to be on that play and for that to work on the way it did?
Rugi's the best third base coach in baseball for a reason. He's made great decisions in the time I've known him. He knows our guys. He knows the other team's outfielders. Those are some really good sends he had tonight.
What exactly was the conversations after the umpires after Arias was hit?
They just said there was a lot of confusion. They ended up with the right call.
How's he doing?
He's going to be day to day. X-rays were negative. It got him really good on the wrist. So we're going to see how he's feeling tomorrow, but he'll be day to day for a while.
What were the conversations about when the play from Nolan throwing from right? I know you weren't even a part of it.
Yeah, I wasn't a part of it. So their replay time had run out, and then I think Dan was probably asking about an obstruction call, but went our way.
Where does this win stand for you this season? Was just how exciting of a finish that was.
Yeah, I mean, every win's huge, but we all know what's at stake. We all know where we are in the season. Every win matters, and we got to win.
You may not look back and be happy about how this game started, but knowing you guys in the beginning of 17 games, just how important was it for you to lock in and get those 6 innings?
Yeah, that was huge. Just keeping the team in and giving us a chance to win. Like you said, obviously they're not very happy with how that first inning went, but obviously being able to go 6 and get deep in the game and give us a chance and, turn over the bullpen with a clean inning, I think that was big, and happy to good team win tonight for sure.
Other part, you may not want to tell because I know you guys all have secrets, but you're doing something on a amount different than we're used to seeing. It looked like you were going from the stretch. Is there something to that, or? Yeah, just kind of tracking with the data. It seems like the numbers suggest them doing a little bit better on the stretch. So trying to eliminate having some of those first guys get on base to start off innings. So just a little bit, just trying to get these games, go deeper in the games, do what I can. So how hard is it to believe in that when the game started the way it started?
Yeah, I mean obviously there's some doubts there, but we put in the week of work, we put in a season of work, so. Even when things go wrong, you're able to kind of fall back on your training and trust that and, just go out there and execute.
So what did you do to settle down after that first
Yeah, I honestly didn't do anything differently. You know, I think it just, you know, just kind of was able to compose myself, sit down there and realize, you know, it's the second inning, we're still in this game. Obviously I had an opportunity to really let it get out of hand, but, you know, like I said, being able to keep us in it was big, and yeah, big for us to get a win out of it for sure.
How would you describe just like as a pitcher reverting to only being in the stretch versus using a windup? Like what is the challenges or benefits of that?
I think for me, the benefits are it just helps me stay in line. I think you kind of see that when guys go out of the stretch. It's a little bit less movement, so it helps guys get in a better line kind of directly to home plate, and you kind of see, you know, some of the accuracy cleanup, so to speak, or in theory. So I think that's kind of just, you know, that's the thought process there, trying to get in a better line and stay in a better direction home plate.
Is that something you guys worked on like between starts from Texas to now?
Yeah.
When did you do this? When did you decide to make the change?
Yeah, in between, after the last start and before this one.
I mean, so how long is it? Obviously, you've thrown out of the stretch before, but so is it just you just start doing it from pitch one then?
Yeah. Like you said, a lot of experience throwing out of the stretch, so obviously not too different of a feeling, but yeah, like I said, just trying to get a better direction, better line, and it's obviously a little bit different, but yeah, it's all the same out there. You know what I mean? There's no one on base. You don't have to worry about a runner or coming set for anything like that. So it's not too different.
Where does this win stand in your mind for you guys this year, just with the team on the other side and competing against them and how it started, how it finished?
I think that was huge. I mean, it's just awesome to see, you know, us get contributions from every which way. You know, we turned a few. I think we turned 3 double plays there. We had a few squibber hits. We had a few long shots. Nolan made a great play there to throw Rosarena out at third. I think that was just a great team win. It's awesome to see all these guys contributing and playing well, and we're just keep it rolling.